So Kirsty Nome here, this gorgeous piece of ass, is trying to hold this news conference about the LA bullshit. And this guy, you're going to see that this guy barges in and starts screaming and all this, and you don't know who this guy is, or man, he just gets taken down. And now all the Democrats are crying and all this, and man, these people are just so insufferable.
So I want to say thank you to every single person that has been able to do this. Also, I want to talk specifically to the rioters and to the politicians in Los Angeles.
The matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your.
I also want to talk about specifically how many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing their duty, how they have been targeted.
The fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your.
I also want to talk about specifically how many. Thank you.
Exaggerating and embellishing. Sir, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your.
I also want to talk about specifically how many of our ICE agents have been doxxed.
On the ground. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, I put behind my back.
All right. Cool. Other hand. Lay flat. Lay flat.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
There's no recording allowed out here.
Stupid ass.
I did not know. There's no recording allowed out here per FBI rights for the building. So what? I'm sorry. There's no recording allowed out here. That's my boss. I have to. There's no recording allowed out here. You can record. There's no recording allowed out here. I'm not a member. There's no recording.
No recording allowed here, huh? Well, too late for that, asshole.
Oh, you know what? I don't even know the senator. He did not request a meeting with me or to speak with me. So when I leave here, I'll have a conversation with him and visit and find out really what his concerns were. I think everybody in America would agree that that wasn't appropriate. That if you wanted to have a civil discussion, especially as a leader, a public official, that you would reach out and try to have a conversation. For instance, I have left voicemails for Governor Newsom wanting to have a conversation. Has he returned them? No, he hasn't. I know that the White House has reached out and had conversations with Mayor Bass as well. And so that's what you do to try to start these conversations and ask for partnerships. Unfortunately, we haven't met that in this area. I'll visit with the senator and find out really what his concerns are and what we can do.
There's real leadership for you. Now listen to this bitch. Listen to this crybaby. Here come the virtue points.
I was there peacefully. At one point, I had a question. And so I began to ask a question.
No, you didn't ask anything, asshole. You started screaming. You just barged in there.
I was almost immediately forcibly removed from the room.
Yeah, you should be.
I was forced to the ground.
Yep.
And I was handcuffed.
Good.
I was not arrested. I was not detained. I will say this. If this is how this administration responds to a senator with a question.
No, asshole. You didn't have a question. You barged in there like a fucking crazy asshole. For all they knew, you were trying to assassinate Nome. You're lucky you didn't get fucking shot or tasered. What a bitch. No, look at this virtue signaling fuck, man. This is such...
If this is how the Department of Homeland Security responds to a senator with a question, you can only imagine what they're doing to farm workers.
Oh, the humanity. Oh.
To cooks, to day laborers out in the Los Angeles community and throughout California and throughout the country. We will hold this administration accountable.
You ain't gonna do shit, bitch. You ain't gonna do anything. I hope Pam Bondi fucking goes after your ass, you stupid fuck. I don't care who you are. You can't just barge in on a fucking press conference like that and start screaming. And he thinks this is asking questions, huh? Boy, she owned the fuck out of him at that press conference, man. I mean, that was a really bad look for him, man. You can't just barge in there and do this shit like this. And then afterwards, he's telling them, "Oh, I'm a senator and all this." Well, who cares? What, that thinks that's supposed to give you the right to just come in and interrupt press conferences like that? She didn't interrupt his conference here when he was doing his. These goddamn people here are just so insufferable. I wish these people here would vote these assholes out. They keep voting these people in. I don't get this, man. Thanks for watching.